the thing on?
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Welcome to the offices of UCR Live, Uncensored Radio's week up of everything pop culture, political, and just the things listeners off. The weekend is approaching faster than a Trump mandated ceasefire, so we've got to, get to it. We got shit to talk about. I'm going to preface this episode straight away. We all know what's going on in the world at the moment, and we all know what might go on in the world at the moment. I'm declaring today a politics-free zone.
Oh,
Breathe. I think we all have enough stress points in our life at the moment to even worry about war and all the horrible things that are happening. So today is pure escapism, opinions, and hopefully some laughter. Now, I do have to preface another little moment that Vera is absent today, but she would like everyone to know that today is the 6th anniversary of the last time she was on fire. So
okay.
Vera's having her own celebrations.
We mean literally on fire, not just like Vera Vance.
Literally on fire. We have the clip. It's. We should maybe. Did you see this, Christina?
No, I've never seen this.
Should we
been
start the show off with Vera's little?
I have no idea what
so
you're
you
talking
can
about in the
understand what's
chat.
going on. Okay,
I have no
here we
idea.
go.
Please do.
Oh, let me just get it set up.
Oh, you've got to do later. You don't know what you're doing.
Well, I wasn't prepared for
like
this one,
Eiffel
babe.
Tower over here. I'm so lucky.
I know, the Tower of Goodness.
Oh my god.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Vera burning up. Record back.
Come on.
Vera's
I've been on fire 3 different times.
3 different. All right, this is the rest of the show. I need it. I want to hear about Immolation Vera.
The first time I caught fire, I was like 10 years old, and I was cooking breakfast, and my flannel nightgown brushed across the burner, and the flames went up my arm and down my back, and my mother grabbed me from behind and put me out.
Vera, are you Drew Barrymore?
I am not Drew Barrymore. I wish I was Drew Barrymore.
Fire starter.
The second time I caught fire, I was 19. I was at a New Year's Eve party. The guy I was with, we were shit-faced. It was 2 or 3 in the morning, and the guy I was with had a cigarette in his hand and his arms around my neck. And apparently the head of the cigarette dropped. I had my hair up in a Pebbles bun. The head of the cigarette dropped into my hair. And I'm just dancing, and I don't feel a thing. But there's all these people behind me, and there's this one voice going, don't panic, we'll have you out. Don't panic, you'll have you out. And he's pulling at my hair, and all of a sudden somebody throws a drink on me, and I'm wet. And it's not until every bit of fire is out that I found that out.
Jesus Christ. All right. And the third time that you were on fire, Vera?
The third time I was caught on fire, it was a gay pride prayer service.
Was it the fires of hell?
No.
That's later. That's the 4th time. That's the 4th
And I was at my good friend Steve, not you. He was directing the gay and lesbian choir, and they were going to be singing a concert at the gay and lesbian pride prayer service. And so I went to church, which I don't normally do because, me and God broke up years ago. And I was late because I was still working till 7, and I snuck in the back of the church.
As you walked in.
I know I didn't catch fire as I walked in. So Steve, the choir sings. I sneak into the back. I'm just hiding in the back all by myself. And there was this very sweet, well-meaning woman to my left, just kind of looking at me, and I could see her formulating in her head, oh, this poor woman hasn't come out of the closet yet. She's hiding in the back, but she wants to be here. So when they did the sign of peace, she made a point to come over, and she had the candles from the offertory in her hand, and she set me on fire.
Fair and lesbian closet dress.
Oh my
and I could see the minister was like 2 steps away from me, and I could see by the look on her face that she realized I was on fire before anybody else did. But yes, I love that story because I say all the time, I cannot go back to church. The last time I was in church, I caught fire. God has spoken.
Oh my god, that is fucking hilarious.
What a life, man. I think Vera definitely needs to write a book. So it's the
I
6th
can't believe
anniversary
the
of
woman
Vera's
thought
last
Vera was a
immolation.
lesbian and then set her on fire. That's
Right?
just the icing on the cake.
That's just gold. I can't with that. It's just too much.
Well, I can honestly say I've never been on fire.
No, me either. I haven't even
Yeah.
been close.
You have,
Okay,
Christina.
all right. Well, here we go.
You get your own
Your
segment now.
I thought I told you guys this actually. So now, actually, when Vera was telling her story, I've definitely caught my hair on fire by lighting a cigarette. I was at a mini golf with the guy that I liked when I was in high school, and Luke, or actually Steve, who knows? You could fuck with the lighter to make the flame really big.
Yes,
Yes.
So
I know those ones.
we used to like fuck with the lighter to make the flame really big, and I forgot. And I went to go light my cigarette, and my bangs just shoop, and yeah. Then the biggest time that I was on fire was my wedding day.
Another one, more than one. What is
Wait,
going
what?
on this panel?
On your wedding day.
On
Hold
my
up.
wedding day. Okay.
Come on, Melrose Place.
It was the end, okay, and I really wanted to have a cigarette before, I wanted to be having a cigarette while I was saying goodbye to everybody because a lot of people were like leaving, and I was like, I just want to like have a cigarette. We had already done the last dance, right? So I had to like lean over the dais to grab my bag, and as I was leaning over to grab the bag, I was getting my cigarette out, I was like playing with it, or like playing with my bag, putting things away, whatever. And my cousin Annette comes up, and she goes, and she's like saying goodbye to me. I hug her and I kiss her, and she goes, do you smell something burning? I was like, no. I was like, what? And we're looking down at the table, like, there's like tiny little votives or whatever, and I'm like, nothing's on fire. I'm like, it probably the flowers. Like, I was like so, toasted at that point. I was like, probably flowers, like under the candles, like they're burnt, like what I was doing. She's like, Christina, she starts hitting me. She goes, your dress, and all like right under my left boob was just like disappearing and melting because I had like leaned over.
No.
Again, I had leaned over the candle, and the candle caught my dress, and it just started to. So.
Wow.
Yeah, I had a big hole in my dress, and I was on fire. She had to put me out, and
you realize, like the end of the year, I'm going to put together a reel of every cast member that's been
Everyone's
on
fire story.
Yeah.
Please do.
This year we've been on fire.
She saved my life, and but then we turned my wedding dress into it's ruined. We turned my wedding dress into my daughter's christening dress, so it actually worked out really nice.
That's good. That's
beautiful.
Good.
Yeah,
I can't relate. I have been touch wood. Never been on fire. So
thank God.
My brother was on fire once. Do I tell this story?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it traumatic or is it?
There's probably a bit of like. So, my mother was cooking dinner, and this is going back. This is like the 80s, or early 90s. Anyway, Mum was cooking dinner, and then she was like, "Oh, I've got to go down and turn the sprinkler off," as you do in the 90s. So she went down and like turned off the sprinkler, and then while she was down there, she got distracted by something, started doing something else in the yard. So anyway, dinner's set on fire in the kitchen on the stovetop. So my brother, who was, I would have been probably about 5 or 6, so he was about 12, 13. Clayton grabs this pot that's on fire and goes to throw it out the window, but then of course the curtains ignite, and so he's thrown this burning pot outside. I'm on the swing set outside, like, you know, playing, and I just see this
living your
fire.
like best life.
Yeah, just seeing this pot on fire come flying out the window with like stew or some shit in it. I'm like, oh, okay. We get up there anyway. By this point, he's put out the curtains because the poor bastard had panicked now. He set the house on fire. Anyway, he ended up having 3rd-degree burns on his hands and had to like
Oh my god.
go to the emergency.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and it all happened within like 30 seconds. It was just like,
Well, that's how fire works, really, isn't
Oh
it?
my
It's just
God.
all over Red Rover.
yeah. But he's okay
Wow.
now. He's okay
It's all
now.
good. It's all good. It's all
Yeah.
good. Wow.
Wow.
There we go. There's 2 more fire stories. I can't wait till
More
we get some more
fire
cast
stories.
members to get.
Steve,
well,
have you
that's
ever had
5
like
all up.
a family member cremated or anything like you could add in, or?
My dad got cremated. That's my fire story.
Guys.
Wow, real dark. Let's go back to
You're
politics.
not hearing me talk like that? Are you kidding? Oh my
Too
god.
soon. Too soon.
Mom's
Sorry, bro.
away for 1 week and I just
I
can't.
know.
This is ridiculous.
We're so badly behaved. We can't. She's like,
Oh,
you know, Vera. Well, Vera would just be encouraging us. That's the thing.
Somebody else that's gotten burned. I know somebody who got burned.
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
I don't want to hear the bad ones. I just want to hear the funny ones. I want to hear
Yeah.
just the
I don't think
random.
mine
Like,
was that funny because like there was probably
No.
like elements of like neglect and stuff in there too. But
the
anyway,
real danger. real danger. You know, it could burn.
Funny.
Could have been.
Funny.
It's still funny. Just, I have seen people catch themselves on fire because that's always. It's always, and I think it must be like it's a female thing because the hair. It's always the hair or an ember like down a top or something from a cigarette or something.
yeah, as I say, like a
Yeah.
lot of female clothing, like just the texture and stuff's quite highly
I have
flammable.
burnt a
Yeah.
hole in a shirt before, but that
In a
was just in a
car.
cigarette.
Yeah.
That's not fire.
Yeah. I mean, well, you ever throw a cigarette out the window and then like all of a sudden you see the smoke
Comes
in the back
back at you.
seat, and you're just like,
Yeah.
Ugh. Well, no, because I've never
Yeah.
smoked. Like, you know, I like to like safely vape if I need nicotine.
I've
But
seen-
no, but it's actually back in the day too. What you know when people used to like smoke in the car while the kids are in the back. I'm not going to
Yeah.
name names. And like the smoke would get thrown out and maybe just
And then
fly back
kids
into the
burning in the
child.
back seat.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you're in the back seat. You're like, "Fuck." Getting burned by mom's ashes.
Can
Like,
someone
all
get
right.
that durry off that baby?
my favorite thing is like poor timing when lighting a barbecue or a gas fireplace where you
That
leave the
scares
gas on
me.
too long and then you're like,
Yeah.
where'd they go?
Actually, I do have
Oh,
another
that's my
fire
favourite
story
thing.
if we're into fire today.
We can do
Um,
one more.
Well,
We can
yeah,
do one
look,
more.
I probably told this one on air. It was one Christmas we were out in my brother was a sergeant out in like a remote indigenous community. And so we were out there. We all come for Christmas out in this place called Ali Karung. So it's about 6 hours. It's the dead center of Australia, actually, about 6 hours from Alice Springs. And anyway, everyone had like bought the presents for their kids and everything. Anyway, this one family had all their kids' presents in black garbage bags. And so out in this community, like all of the garbage gets burned, right? There's no tip, there's no nothing. So everything's getting thrown into this fire. The next thing, all these kids' presents are just on fire and
Oh,
gone. Christmas is gone. It's Christmas Eve, so nothing's open. 6 hours to the nearest city. They weren't getting nothing that Christmas.
oh
Except-
my God.
Literally pieces of coal.
Oh.
Yeah. And it was so awful because I think it was my brother who maybe threw them in the fire, and then once like his sister-in-law was like, no, they're the kids' presents. It was like way too late. It was like,
Oh my
they're
God.
gone. So
Fuck.
yeah, no, a lot of guilt that Christmas, you know.
Yeah, shit.
Mm.
Can't hear you.
But you
Steve.
know, I got my gifts, so I'm cool.
That's what Christmas is for, a bit of guilt, really, isn't it?
Yeah, what did you
Very
do wrong all
guilty this
year?
Christmas.
You
Yeah.
naughty
probably
or
did that
nice?
on purpose. It
No,
was
it
like
wasn't.
that, like comeback for burning his hands when he was little.
Yeah,
Well, you know,
got
and maybe those
PTSD.
kids were naughty. You never know.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe that
could have
was
been bigger powers at work.
Santa mandated.
Yeah,
Santa mandated present burning.
yeah.
You never
But-
know.
There's
Never know.
your lump of coal. That was a PlayStation 3.
This is the melted remains of Barbie, all coalesced
Oh,
into one
man.
disc. It's not good. Kids shit melts real easy too. That's a lot of
Yeah, it's
plastic.
highly
Plastic.
flammable, like females'
That's-
hair and clothing.
Yeah.
As we've learned. All right, loads of fire into loads of
Hot load of hot topics.
Oh, what a
hot
segue.
loads. Hot loads
Yeah.
everywhere. Hot loads.
The
Now,
king of
uh,
segues.
this week is a little bit of we're a couple of days to the end of Pride Month, and we are two alphabet mafias, and we've got an ally down the bottom. So we've got some Pride related stories
Oh,
this week. There's some
Can I be a really
family-related
bad
stories.
gay right now? I
Yeah.
just completely forgot.
Yeah, it's all right. That's all right. Cat toys melt really easily too. Found that out the hard way. Yeah,
Cats do too, apparently. Not that I know. but,
that's
yeah.
that's a bit of a scary subject.
Yeah.
So we've
Hashtag
got
cats do
we've
too.
got some gay adjacent stories today. I didn't realize we had a theme until I put
Oh,
everything
yeah.
together today. I was like, the gay adjacencies are very, very much. So Pride Month, yeah. We're all out, we're all proud. Except there's a bit of a feud brewing between Jojo Siwa and Miley Cyrus.
Oh, good on you,
Ooh,
man.
Random,
wow.
right? Random. Very
Get him,
weird
Miley.
battle to have.
So what's
Yeah.
going
Now-
on? What is it Miley who's thrown the first gun?
Miley has thrown the punch. She is the one that has gotten down and dirty with the Siwa. She has given a little jab, I guess you'd call it, during an awards ceremony. She did a little video message. And what is the exact quote? Sorry, I'll find the exact quote so we can get it. It was World Pride, and she was doing a little video message to the gathered folk, saying that she's been out of the closet since 6th grade. Cyrus then joked she was heading back into the closet to get more pretzels and to find Jojo Siwa and bring her back out.
Wow.
I think it's very funny.
Okay.
You don't think it's funny? I think that's fine. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm
so
sorry.
I'm going to go to Jojo's response. So this is what Jojo posted, a photo of her, a couple of photos of her as dressed as Miley and then with Miley. She says, I was happy at my 5th birthday party having a Miley themed party. I'm still happy now at 22. If you know me, you know that Miley is my day one. Grew up beyond inspired by her from 2 years old onwards. I wasn't sure how I felt about things for a couple of days, but I've started to come to some thoughts. I don't believe what Miley said at World Pride was ill-intended. Honestly, I think it was meant to be a joke, but
Yeah.
just not a very good one.
Oh.
Not what the world or myself needs to hear any day of the week. I messaged Miley lightheartedly about it, and she replied, "All love, always," with some hearts. Honestly, the most beautiful thing I've learned in the last 5 years is that love is a gorgeous rainbow. Don't question yourself. Don't second guess yourself. Just love, 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 love. People judge no matter what, and it can be very hard, especially when it comes from someone you love and look up to. But if you feel happy and content within yourself, that's the most important thing. You get one life, hold on to it, make it yours, find your happy and love.
And good on you, Jojo, for becoming normal again.
I literally, like, when you said it, like, I took it as a joke. Like, that's
Yeah.
something I would say because I think it's funny. Like, I
Yeah.
never, like, malicious. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think it's comical. Like, I went into the closet to go get some pretzels and then to pull her back. Like, that's fucking hilarious. Like, and JoJo Siwa. Like,
Yeah, look,
come
I
Yeah,
can
it wasn't
see-
bitchy.
yeah,
It was
it's
just a bit
meant
of
to be
fun.
funny. I just maybe a little off base because I have not been the biggest defender of JoJo in the last however long that we've been talking about her.
Yeah.
We know that she is chasing. She loves the story. She loves to be the center of attention. I thought that maybe Miley might have a little bit more sympathy for someone who's grown up in the public eye, and for someone who Miley has been through this sexuality thing in the world's eyes as well. Not that I'm defending JoJo, but I'm just like, oh, maybe sometimes it's just best to say nothing.
Maybe, but you know,
In Pride, like at World Pride,
but you know,
but there is a lot of
sometimes, like, you know, it's everyone's so uptight though too. Like it was tongue in cheek and being just silly. Like, chill
Yeah.
out. No one actually cares. Like,
yeah, no one really cares.
Really?
That's the whole big
Does it-
thing. No one
do they
really
care?
cares. But we don't. I think the message of Pride is unity. We don't really need to pick on someone else's coming out journey or sexuality journey. Just be like, haha, leave it at that. It was a joke.
On there.
I know, but you know, just say something
but
about yourself.
I'm
like,
doing it in right now. Like,
Yeah.
I'm misbehaving. I know that, but you know, like this is coming up as a ticker right now.
This is also like the fact that Miley was like, well, I've been out since the 6th grade. Well, you weren't. You only did it a couple of years ago when you needed to
That's
sell
what I
a
was gonna
record.
say. Like, has she really been out since 6th grade? Like,
No.
I only heard about
No.
that shit. Like,
See, that kind of made me go like, ew, a little bit as well. It's like, well, you're just playing the same game,
yeah.
aren't you? Aren't you? Like,
Well, shouldn't the
exploiting-
Sauruses be more worried about, like, you know, mummy sleeping with the sister's boyfriend and stuff like that, or married to him?
yeah.
Like, to me, that's
Yeah.
like more newsworthy than if someone like
Billy Joe Cyrus
certain
being with Liz
genital.
Hurley and whatnot. That's a weird
Genital.
combination, isn't it? Yeah, they thought they do kind of look a little bit similar, don't they, Dogsy? Like they look a little similar.
They do.
Now,
Mm.
confirmed queerness to alleged queerness.
Mhm.
Have you seen these images that are taking social media by storm?
Oh, is this the AI about Robert
The
Irwin?
AI
It
of
is.
Robert Irwin and Shawn
I
Mendes.
can't. I actually can't.
Alleging that they
Honestly.
are a couple, that they have been for a little while behind the scenes. Go, Luke.
Look,
You-
the
you have
boys are being
feelings?
good
Go.
sports about it. I just think, you know, they're not feeling like it's necessary to be coming out like, no. But it is fake. Like, they're all fake images. So how they originated, like whatever started this rumor, though, I'm not privy to. I don't really know. Do you know the
Well,
story? Steve?
there's been Shawn Mendes since forever, and we talked about it on the show when his last album was out. He was queer baiting, basically going, I don't know who I am. I'm on this journey, and like to sell albums. Basically, it's like that's what it smelt like. But there's been allegations about Shawn Mendes's sexuality for forever. Robert Irwin as well. I feel maybe it's more of an Australian thing, but he's been caught or not caught. He's been documented saying a person, my partner, not giving gender pronouns that way, which would inform us either way. He doesn't go my girlfriend, my boyfriend. When they ask him for ideal partner, he says a person that would. So I guess that's where people are reading it from. Let's just be honest. They're two very good looking guys, though. Too. It's like, okay.
Christina, would you get in that sandwich?
All day, every day.
Yes.
So I'm just saying, like, as a person who talks like some like people literally all day, every day, like from all over the world, right?
Yeah.
There are, I would say, 75% of people say my partner. It's like the weirdest thing, like especially when I know that this person is sending like money to their wife or to their husband, like a lot of guys say partner, and
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
like, okay, like, and I don't want to pry and be like, is it your wife? Like,
Tell
and
me
he's
who.
like, yeah, like, right, but it's just one of those things. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he just talks. That's just how
I had to go. I remember in my first relationship when it was like when it was
I'm
time to
saying
introduce
something.
to people. My
Yeah.
dad said, "This is my son, and this is his partner." I'm like, it's like, please don't say partner. It sounds so gay. Oh,
But
just
it was
say
true.
boyfriend. Like, but
Yeah,
just say
just say,
boyfriend. It almost
"This is
sounds
my
worse. This is my partner."
flamingly gay son and his very, very gay, likely
Very
bottom
gay.
boyfriend."
Very correct. Correct. It all counts there. I just,
Yeah.
but
Or
it
he,
also
or he
made
could
me
have just said, like, "My son's the boy
his
one."
partner. My son's the boy.
That's the boy one.
It made me ponder another question, right? So, the creators of this AI, it has to be someone, they have to create it. Are they then
Oh no,
liable?
anyone can
for-
make AI. Like you. Oh
I
yeah,
know,
but someone
are
made
they
it.
are they then liable? Like, could Shawn Mendes and Robert
Yes.
Irwin sue them
Yes. 100%.
for defamation of character?
No,
Yeah,
because it's
of course.
so obviously AI and it's acknowledged as AI. Like it's like,
But you
It-
created this photo. Like, if I ask ChatGPT,
but they're not
to
even
do
doing
something for me-
anything overtly gay in
But
these photos.
it's intention. It's the intention behind the creation of the photo. Because if you're picking these two young men out and going, well, they've both got gay rumors, I'm going to put it together so it looks like they're doing, and then I'm going to generate interest,
Yeah, this is
attention,
like
possible wealth from it.
paparazzi could do that shit all the day.
Right? Yeah.
Like, but they don't want to get sued because they don't want to lose their job. So any Joe Schmo off the street doesn't give a fuck, and he's going to create it. I could easily see somebody getting in trouble with that. The message. Sure.
That's
always
Doctor
say
says. I always say the missus, and she will refer to me as her boyfriend or it if I piss her off.
I've
And
said
Joe
to them,
says,
like,
I'm happy to say boyfriend when I'm with one. That's fair.
Yeah.
But it does open a very, because you can get AI to create anything and it's getting worse and worse and worse. The creatives of this AI have to be like, because what if that led to someone like a suicide attempt or something like that? Someone has to be responsible for what they create.
well, a lot of the AI generating things, but I'm sure there's others that allow it. Like if you can't generate any images of someone that is a child, like my daughter wanted me to make her as like She-Ra or something on ChatGPT, and it just declined straight away. It said no, it won't generate the image. I'm like, oh, okay, look, whatever.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
I
but
would
like,
do-
so a lot of them do, but then like, like apps and Snapchat, like my daughter was like making
We can all
oracle
be baby
cards of
faces
herself
and we
with
can,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a slippery slope, and I think it's something that's going to have to develop over the years because there's going to have to be a case to set precedent for X, Y, and Z, Because
Yeah.
if you see like all these deep fake movie trailers that people are making, you can make songs that sound like other people are singing them. Like you can make Cher sing the national anthem or like whatever. That's where technology's at. You
Can
create.
Cher do like, you can do it, put your ass into it?
Yeah, you can make them do anything because there's enough vocals. There's enough vocal
my
samplings
God.
of these people around that you can create whole songs, and it's really quite
I'm doing that
disturbing
when we
think
get
about
off
it.
air. I'm doing
Do
Cher,
it.
put your ass into it.
All right, so
we need this
we're gonna
remix.
round out our Pride conversation with a bit of savage Mama Bear energy from. Do we remember Vanessa Marcel?
No.
No.
Who is
From
she?
General Hospital and Beverly Hills 90210. She
Nah.
shares a son with Brian Austin Green.
Oh,
They have a
Brian
20
Austin Green, I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, so
I
she
can
was on
see
Beverly Hills.
Brian Austin in his face now that you've mentioned it.
Yes. So
Yeah.
their 23-year-old son Cassius, who is openly gay, was receiving a bombardment of homophobic messages on his post, but also in his DMs. and Mama Vanessa was not having it. This is a rather lengthy conversation, but as parents, I want you to listen and then give me your opinion at the end. Let me school you real quick on a few things, she says. And every other so-called Christian Bible thumper coming to my page to tell me that my son is going to hell. First of all, I'm so sorry that you are so lonely, and I'm happy that you feel you have to involve children in your self-hatred projection spirals. But I promise you that my kid just feels sorry for you. He's happy. My kid, however, is the most decent, forgiving, kind, educated, talented, free, committed with the same boyfriend for 8 years, self-reflective, non-judgmental, philanthropic intellect who actually has studied the Bible and Judaism along with other religions, languages, cultures, and he would fight for your freedoms and your rights, just like my man did in the Iraq War. When I tell you that I am nowhere near as mature as you hope I am, I'm not. I have 100% had it with you, fake Christians. I know real Christians, and I know God. Boom. She let it go. She let it go.
Yeah, look, there's always been like this expectation that people can say and do what they want, and like as the victim or the parent of the victim of it, like you have to be the bigger person. Why? I'm happy to go for the lowest hanging fruit, mate. If you've got something a little bit off about you and you felt the need to point it out, my flaws, we're going to hold up a mirror and we're going to have a real good convo. And I just don't care anymore. I just do it. And then, everyone says like, oh, he's mean and he's this. But, no, bitch.
You only give it out when you get back.
You shot first.
You can't, you can't blame the reflection for what you see. I'm just so tired of this shit. It's 2025, people. Like, get over your shit. Like, if you don't think gay people should exist, then don't talk to gay people. Don't engage with gay people. Don't seek them out.
Post stupid
and
shit
then
on your page too, like
bear.
But posting linking people's videos like on like homophobic tirades because you don't want to have your own, but you're just resharing something stupid. Like,
and I'm a firm believer that what you like and what you share tells me everything I need to know about you.
Exactly.
Right?
I have this one friend that just constantly puts up the worst political videos, and I'm just like, oh my God, we get it. Like, enough is enough. Like, no, I don't need to know that you know this, like, or that you care about this. Like, I don't give a fuck about what she's posting, right? So it's like, then seeing it pushed into my face, why? Like, stop. Like, why do you have to let people know that you are? Just let the people know that hang out with you.
Go out for a coffee and have a chat.
Like,
at the end of the day, though, like, at the end of the day, what does someone being gay, bi, trans, whatever, how does it affect your life on a day-to-day basis? It doesn't. No. It doesn't. That's the thing. So if it doesn't affect your life,
your gayness affects me, Steve.
Well, your gayness affects me too.
You guys, your gayness affects me and Jeffrey too. I mean, think about it.
You can't help coming at it from all sides.
You can't help it. You're a hag, Christina. It's okay.
Affected my life like it tenfold. Okay, so think about it.
It's true, but
you gays affect people. You do.
Hopefully in a positive way. But I'm just like, I don't come to your fucking church and shit in your Bible and tell you that you're all kitty fuckers and thieves and all that kind of stuff. So get off my dick. Like, I'm sorry. If you're so upset, if you are so obsessed, just like, I don't know, go like stop watching closet gay porn and,
fine.
Oh, yeah. And
can't have a coffee.
My biggest problem. Oh, I'm getting heated.
Oh,
my biggest problem is that they dress it up. they dress it up in Christianity. If I was a Christian, if I was a real Christian, I would be so fucking offended by somebody weaponizing my religion to disguise their fucking hate. It's disgusting.
Thank you.
I don't have
And
a
on
problem
that
with
note-
any religion.
I know I just shared a ticker about She-Ra down the bottom. Did we know that the Barbie doll of She-Ra was released? Speaking of gay pride.
Yes,
An
'cause
actual Mattel
I'll
Barbie
show you
of
when she gets
She-Ra.
here.
Oh
Wow.
yeah, you got one. You
I'll show you
ass.
when she gets here. But yeah, I have no problem with religion at all. Everyone can believe what they want to believe, do that until you weaponize it to hurt somebody else, whether it be through their sexuality, through their own religion, all this war bullshit that's going on, has religion, has land, it has all the
Yeah, they're
icky
actually
things that people are
weaponizing, like,
using.
missiles in the name of
Yeah.
religion.
You can't. That's when the religion debate loses me, because you are at your core, you have a choice whether you live your life in a hateful way or you live your life in a way that you want the best for yourself and the people around you.
I feel
And
like
yeah.
I feel like I
Sorry.
am like the pinnacle or the best example for all of this, because truly, I did not grow up in a very gay-friendly family. Or I grew up in a very racist environment, to be honest, like extremely. And I feel like that made me want to know more about them even more. And I hate to say them, but other people that I'm not like.
Just the world in general.
Yeah,
Expand your worldview.
So like even my friend, like my best friend when I was in kindergarten was a Black girl. And like my mom came to first grade orientation with me the other day for my daughter. And my daughter's on the yard of the school waiting to go in. And she's playing with the little Black girl. And my mom looks at me, she goes, just like you were. And I'm like, yeah, that's my girl.
But that's the thing.
I didn't see it.
But
then,
they don't see
growing
it. That's the
up-
thing. You come from an Italian family, and
Yeah.
they have that reaction because they were the other themselves when they go. Like, it's the same here in Australia. Immigrants generationally have some kind of inbuilt racism in them from what they've experienced, and you can't blame them. You just got to hope to educate and go, don't live a stereotype. Have your own experience. Like you said, go out and have your own experience.
Yeah. I guess hearing her, again, growing up knowing that they didn't like gay people at all. Again, you would hear little stupid comments, one-offs, whatever. And
I think we all grew up in that era though too. I would hear it all the time, and then I thought, well, fuck,
okay.
So
So
they
it
mustn't
was
like me.
my turn. Yeah, but to me it was why do they care? All I kept thinking was, why does it affect my dad so much? Why does he give a fuck what it wasn't Joe Schmo down the block, but why does he care what Joe Schmo
was
4 towns away is doing when it doesn't affect him? It doesn't make any sense to me. It never made any sense to me. And then in high school I had 14 gay friends, and then it just snowballed into that, and I was like, okay, who cares? I don't care what you guys do.
Fag
You guys
hag
are
for life.
amazing.
she found her tribe. It's all right. She found her tribe. And
gay guys and Black people, it's just the craziest thing. They're all
the modern
attracted.
day. People, there is so much more to worry about than what trans people are doing, than drag queens reading to children. Worry about the big picture, because at the end of the day, at least someone's reading to your kid. It doesn't look like you are if you take them to the library for someone else to read to them.
That was unnecessary, mate. Come on. Sometimes you need a break.
Yeah, I call it like I see it. Yeah, no. What does Dogsy have? Joe says doesn't affect anyone else. But mentally, there's just something in people that that it just rubs them the wrong way. I love it. Makes me very happy. What does Dogsy say? It affects my life in a very big way. Thank you very much. If those people weren't around, I'd run out of cool people to talk to. That's all right.
Exactly.
That's all right. We are. Oh, here's another one.
He's such a gentleman.
We love it. Oh, wait, hold on. We've got. Well, Christine, if you fancy a research project for your gay knowledge, come to WeHo. You'll learn a lot of. You will learn a lot about all sorts of things you never thought about.
Okay.
No, but Christina already knows about DAP, so it's okay.
I find it funny that some people would rather Mike Pence reach their kids than a drag queen. Very true. Like there is so much more wrong with the world and the country. Our countries. Let's not, limit it. There's country drama left, right, and center. But at least we're not biting each other.
Yeah, what was this?
Did you? All right.
Yeah, no. So I've
this
actually
was- I
watched
had-
her confront him on a Reddit video after
I had
the
all right, so
incident.
let's tell the story a little bit for the people that can't see. We are showing a picture of two Cobra Kai co-stars. So Martin Cove, who was also in the Karate Kid, and Alicia Hannah Kim, where an incident
Also from
happens
The
where
Karate Kid.
he bit her during a VIP meet and greet at a Comic-Con, I believe,
Why?
like at some kind of convention.
We don't know.
What did
She
he
doesn't
bite her?
know. No one knows. It was
No
like,
one knows
think
why
he
this
was
guy
trying to be
randomly
playful.
bit her.
but he actually hurt her, like nearly
Where did he
broke the
bite her?
skin and bruised her,
He
and
broke
her
the
up.
skin?
nearly broke it. And so she
Oh my
confronted
God.
There's
him.
bruising.
So I've seen the video of her confronting him. Actually, if I should have known we were going to talk about
We
this.
should
I
have
could
been.
got
That's
the
all right.
video ready. Where she's
good.
like, she's more or less saying like, "What the fuck were you thinking? Like, I'm actually hurt right now because you bit me. Like, and you think it
And
like."
it's not
not a
a
big
Charlie
deal.
bit me moment. You're a grown ass man. Like
Yeah,
I
I
get
know, that's
joking
why
around.
I actually thought like, is he dementing?
It's
like,
like
that's
I get
weird
joking
behavior.
around. Like you go, I'm gonna bite you, but to leave bruising on someone, that's a fair amount of
But
pressure.
it doesn't
Like,
make
that's
sense. Like if it was like
intentional,
James
like-
Masters pretending to bite Sarah Michelle Gellar, I go, oh yeah, oh that's relevant because he was a vampire. Haha. But
Yeah,
like,
go to a Comic Con and you go like this, and they go,
or was he meant
like,
to
yeah,
be like a
cool.
cobra? I don't know. I don't know. No one knows.
It
so
was
he
on
was
her arm?
removed. He was removed by the police, I believe, from the Comic Con because
Yeah,
of this
'Cause
random
he
assault. I guess
physically
we would call it.
assaulted his colleague,
Yeah,
co-star. Like, what a fuckwit.
It was on her
Random,
arm. I'm
right?
sorry. It was on her arm?
on her arm. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. So like you've played with your daughter, right? Or you've played with kids, Steve, right? Like you
Yeah,
joke around.
they
There
bite.
has never been a point where like I have gone to just be like you
Yeah.
literally, like you said, you really
you
have to
pretend,
fight
but you
down
could
to
pretend
leave
like
a
you could
mark.
pretend like and they go run away.
Well, you
like,
know what? Like
you don't
my,
actually put
my
flesh
dog,
between your teeth and go. "Rrrr."
my dog, when we play fight and stuff, and he play bites me, he never hurts me. So if a dog can do it,
The dog
what the
knows.
hell's going on with the human? Like the dog
Yeah.
knows just to like gum you a bit.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
so yeah,
Wow.
no,
Who
that's why I'm
knows?
thinking like, is there something cognitively declining in him or something? Like who knows?
Oh my god.
some people are just ragey, and there's a lot of public rage around anyway. So more to come with that story. But this is I would also like to know your feelings on this because I'm sad Vera's not here because I'm sure she would have an opinion on this. But someone that everyone has an opinion on is Rachel Zegler. And she's in the news again. So Rachel Zegler is currently starring in the reimagining of Evita, which is playing at the Palladium, I believe, in London. Now, it's directed by Jamie Lloyd, who also did the
Cats.
recent Sunset Boulevard remake, which has the same thing happening.
This
So
Jamie
for
Lloyd
the-
Webber, Andrew Lloyd Webber. I'm getting
No,
everyone
close.
mixed up.
So the most famous song from Evita we know is "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina." Yeah, Madonna.
Yeah.
We love it. What happens for that song is she actually goes out to the balcony of the Palladium outside and performs it to the street and they live cast it back into the theater as kind of grainy footage, because this is in the story of Evita in real history. That was her last address to the public. It was her, saying goodbye to Argentina and all that kind of stuff. People are getting furious because they have paid for a ticket to see the show and they are not able to physically see her on the stage performing. Is that a cop-out?
No, I think it's actually like a bit of creative genius, really, and it's cool. And people are just so entitled that they'll find problems with everything. And like, I don't think Rachel Ziegler is.
Oh, people just hate this girl.
Yeah, she's
People
not
just
the most
fucking hate her.
likable person. She does come across a bit arrogant and all of these things, but she's also extremely talented. You would.
I
buy
don't
a
know if
ticket
it's
to see her.
arrogance. I just don't think she plays the game.
Oh no,
I don't think
can
she
be
plays
cocky.
the PR like she's. But she's not.
And then
she's
you
not
reap what you
nasty.
sow.
She's not nasty Blake Lively nasty.
No. I just don't think that.
People just don't like her
she's
because she
that
has
likable.
opinions.
But then they've also with the Snow White thing and that too, like people love to then use that as the excuse once again, like Christianity, to be a homophobe. Like, the fact that
be
she's
racist.
not the
Yeah,
warmest
she's not
person.
white.
Yeah, let's just go all
She's
in.
not white. That's not Snow White. She's not white. It's
Yeah, like
oh,
she's
okay.
had some terrible things said about her, like calling her snow shit and awful things.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, like
The one thing you can't deny
I
is
don't
the
blame
girl-
her
the-
being pretty cocky during interviews, because
You can't
You would
deny the
just get
girl is
jack of it.
fucking talented, though. I don't know if you've seen her acting. Her acting is. I've seen her in Hunger Games, the Songbirds and Snakes. She was fantastic in that, and all her singing stuff is amazing. She is a talented young woman, and I just don't know if people can cop it.
Well, people mix everything, becomes like mixed in.
So
with
just
each
said, I think
other,
it needs to be
like
a bit more
politics
info.
and-
Is it a live feed every night or a live opening night? No. So she goes out there. So in Sunset Boulevard, Vera and I went and saw Sunset Boulevard. At the start of the second act, the lead actor starts in his dressing room, works his way down the stairs, back in the back of the theater, out onto the street. No matter what the weather, this happens every performance of Sunset Boulevard. We actually went and watched it the night after to see it happen. There's traffic control. There's all it's really cool because everyone that's walking by and passing by is part of the show. They see the show, and then he walks through the front door of the theater, through the theater, and back onto the stage, and it's all captured on camera live at the same time, which is really cool. And that's the kind of thing Jamie Lloyd does. He uses camera on stage and projection and all that kind of stuff to, I guess, revitalize and make it a little bit more interesting.
But so many productions do it. I think it's really clever. Like, one of my favorite parts, let's talk about Kylie Minogue, of her concert was when she was moving from the main stage there was a center stage, and she had like the camera following her, and they were almost doing like a music video as she's walking through the crowd to the other stage. And I was like, that was fun, clever, good use of the technology.
Do you know what it is?
It's
making everything a little bit more accessible to people, because some people can't afford the $150, $200 seats to go in and see the musical, but they can go. They know at 9 p.m. they can go out to the front of the Palladium and they can see this live. It brings attention to the art. It brings attention to the theater. It brings attention to the production, and people that would never have the chance to see it gather, and it actually makes the show better because the size of the crowd out there is integral to the show as well. I don't see a problem with making theatre more accessible to people and more relevant, because a lot of people won't go to see a musical.
And it's just this song.
Just this one song.
Right? But, like, even if there was just like a little bit more, I would still love it. Like you said, it's just the production value alone. Yes, I would see it, and no, I would not mind it, because get over it. Like, like, it's a part of the show. It's how it's supposed to go. It just let let it go. Like
Let
it
art
be
be
what it's
art.
gotta
And
be.
if
Yeah,
you don't like how something's done, do better.
yeah.
Right,
Don't
exactly.
pay for it.
I don't understand. Yeah,
Exactly.
I don't know. I just realized I'm wearing a shirt that says Queen on it.
See, that's how
Queen.
much of a hag we shouldn't say it. We're not supposed to say hag anymore either, but
What are they called? Ally.
I don't know. You're an ally.
Ally.
We come from a generation where we claim those slurs. It's okay.
Yeah.
I have a bit of a point of view thing that I would like from you guys. So this is this week's view from Now, earlier this year, there was a little bit of controversy when Kelly Clarkson went missing from her own highly successful daytime talk show. All in all, Kelly was missing for a week and a half, I believe, 10 episodes or so, and then again missing in April. It has been revealed that she wasn't just randomly on holiday. Kelly was actually at the bedside of her ex-husband, Brandon Blackstock, who has or had come down with an undisclosed illness, and she dropped everything to go and take her children to be with their father. Now, we have documented on this show how tumultuous the divorce between Brandon and Kelly has been. Not only is it a regular divorce thing with property and all that kind of stuff, questions of custody, of spousal support, of property. He is alleged to have misappropriated quite a lot of money that she earned herself, and it's not accounted for because he was her manager at the time.
And she's still done the right thing by the kids.
So that's my question to you. How much are you going to impact your life for an ex if they need something?
Well, she's not doing it for her ex. She's doing it for her children's father. So, yeah, look, at the end of the day, children come first. You know, you brought them into the world and you do everything that's right by them. You don't let your own personal feelings about another adult interfere in that very natural and organic relationship that they're always going to have with their parents. And that's all I got to say.
Do you think it? I was saying I think it speaks a lot to her character, though, that she was personally involved as well. She didn't have to stop her life to go and support him. She could have. There's grandparents in the picture on both sides. There's aunts, there's uncles, there's all that stuff. If it was just a matter of the kids being there, the kids could have been there. But she put a.
But you know, at the end of the day, too, like people separate doesn't mean. It doesn't mean too, just because people separate, that they stop giving a shit about that other person. Things mightn't.
But I also think it's really hard when he's come at her for custody of the children. He wants that house. He wants her money. He wants this. He wants a lot. And then she gives. I think it speaks a lot to her character that she is personally.
Oh, and look, he was probably doing all that shit too, lashing out in pain at the time. Like, you know, relationships evolve. We don't know what's gone on since then and to now, where they probably were cool with each other again. And it's just a new relationship where we're not lovers anymore. The pain's over. Let's get on with it. Like, we don't know because it's all private stuff. But yeah, I think
it's an interesting conversation to have. So Dogsy says if there are kids in it, it's very different. I don't have any. I don't even know what they eat. So I would do a thing for my exes.
Oh, absolutely.
Chris,
like, look, my ex-partners, like my first ever partner, my first boyfriend. Fuck me. We still are. No, I was actually the top, and that one was weird.
Oh.
I know. Look, we're still friends. We get along. It was like a grow apart kind of situation. There was never anything really awful that happened. There was no like big blow ups, anything like that. It was just this ain't what it was, and let's go on with our lives. We still chat and are great, but like there's other
It's
people.
easy to do that.
No,
when you, do
you
have
you
an
maliciously
amicable
did
split.
something to me, or you
Yeah.
really hurt me that I don't. You're just not necessary in my life
Worth
on
it.
any level. Yeah.
You're not worth it. Christina, what do you think, my love? You got an opinion?
I agree fully with Luke. There are some exes that have completely burned me, and I have completely cut them out of my life. And there are others that it's like, okay, every now and then you say hi, hello, what's going on? But and if they really needed me, I feel like I mean, I wouldn't run to anybody's bedside, but I don't know. In that case, though, in Kelly's case, it is an ex-wife. It is the father of her children. It is a different situation. It's a whole different vibe and relationship. So
Different
I get
states.
it. Yeah, I get it. Like, I get why she did it. I understand, like, the whole thing behind it. But I mean, it sucks for her though, because I'm sure it affected her in a lot of ways.
Oh
Like,
yeah, she was
she had
broken.
to-
She was broken because there's
Yeah.
allegations of him cheating on her as well.
Oh yeah, I mean, think about it. Like, she had to literally swallow every bit of pride to be there, and then put him in a tiny little box. I feel bad for her, but I mean,
Yeah.
that's the
I think
situation when you have kids. Like,
It makes you selfless because
And at
you
least
know,
when she traveled to him, she could fly first class. So, things are
Right,
harder
yeah.
for other
she
people.
got that money. She got that money. That's definitely. But
she could have just
yeah.
hired a nurse. Like, think about it.
yeah,
She could have
that's
just
exactly it. She could
done
have
it,
said it with
as
grandma
a-
or auntie or anyone, but that's what really made me go, oh, okay. You're not only doing your parent job, you're being a decent human by going,
Yeah.
okay,
Oh,
I'll be there
and
for I will be there for my kids, like, because it is hard also when children, no matter what age, see their parents ill. You know, that's a hard thing to
and
process.
everyone's values are so different. And it's very likely that Kelly's values are, she might be loves her career and things like that. But at the end of the day, personal relationships, this is the same for me. My relationships with people are far more important than a job or status or money or anything else. Like, it comes down to we're all just on this rock together and we're making the most of it. And I value my interactions and love for other people more than material items.
Yeah. Hold on.
What's happened to
Doug
you?
says, first class is overrated. I'll take my $48 flight to Honolulu. Thank you very much.
I'm the same,
join
Dogsy.
you?
Like, look, sometimes I'm like, wouldn't it be nice if I could afford to lay down on a plane? And then I'm like, at the end of the day, you're still getting to the same destination. Does it really matter? Like,
Especially when sometimes those flights cost more than the holiday.
yeah,
like-
I'd need copious amounts of money
what?
before I could justify, I'm going to do first class. Like, I need lottery win.
That's a pipe
to do
dream.
that.
My biggest hope in like the world is that one day I will get to fly international.
Or
business
babes, or
class.
if you just marry a pilot and then you get these free flights.
I think a pilot might actually work for me because they're never there.
Yeah, and you don't really do other people well.
I don't. No, I like.
So this would be good. It'll be literally fly in, fly out relationship.
But then the
FIFO.
pilot fucks all the stewardesses.
That's
Hey,
fine.
as long as he's paying
fine
the
with that.
bills.
Oh yeah, you guys don't care.
Steve,
God.
so
I'm
the
a bit-
end game for Steve
I'm a
here is
bit
it's business class
open.
flight, babe.
Hey, if you can get me to
What?
first class, I will live.
Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't give a fuck any. You're
I
right.
will
Sit me
live.
up next
Get
to
me in-
Sarah Michelle
Yeah,
Gellar,
do
bub.
whatever you
Get
want
me in
to
that
do.
Eddie. Have you seen the Etihad suite? Have you seen that
No.
fucking thing?
Has it got like a little
It's-
shower in the
it's-
air?
Oh, bitch! You have 2 rooms.
Oh,
It is a 4-seater configuration, like big leather chairs that vibrate,
Who needs
massage
this?
and whatnot.
Who
Then you
needs
get up
this?
and go around the corner, and there's a queen-size fucking bed, and then there's a bathroom with a shower and a toilet.
Who
Wow.
needs all this on a
Could
flight?
you imagine?
Think about it, Luke. Oh, that'd be amazing. Like an 8-hour
Oh,
spa
imagine-
day. Like,
Well, yeah, no, because I don't
Imagine
like
being-
it after like a 16-hour commute where I'm all
Getting
stinky
off the
and-
flight,
mm,
freshly showered.
and freshly fucked.
yes.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Got
Right?
the queen bed,
Oh,
babes.
wow.
Can move over to the
Let's do it.
shower. Yeah,
Mile
get
High
it.
Club here.
Mile High
Clean
Club
up is
in
done.
comfort.
Yeah.
Well, look, we have no Vera, but I do have something special for you.
Are you going to vent?
What the?
Did you send me a dick?
Funny you should mention that
What?
because I have a video for you. Chris
Of
Robertson was
what?
competing
Who
in a
sent you a
400-meter hurdle race at the Ostrava Golden Spark meet in Czech Republic. When just 150 meters into the race, his shorts failed to contain his genitals, exposing him live to a global broadcast audience.
Is this one censored?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is
Oh, honey,
censored
I'll
because
send you the uncensored one.
Oh, please do, babe. Please.
here
will.
we go.
Oh,
Technology sucks.
we're
tonight.
waiting. Yeah,
Parts
this
of their
is
equipment
like
failure can make
upsetting
it
now.
very, very
Oh,
awkward.
honey, it is
But that
hitting
was
his thigh.
a stunning effort to stay out in
Oh,
front.
babe.
Think
But,
about
boy,
it. It's just like
he
boom,
just
boom,
stayed
boom.
in
Whoa.
front, dipping at the line, and
Yeah,
He's
so
laughing
happy.
about. You're like, yeah, I got
He's got a lot to be happy about by the looks of it.
And I'm
He
fast
sure
runner.
fucking does. He sure fucking
By
does.
the size of
Christina,
that
I
blur.
expect the video by the end of
The
the credits.
second this ends, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, Yeah.
See, this is where the people don't see the behind the scenes stuff. It's like
because you know we're going to
When we
watch
get off
the
air.
uncensored one on here after. See, this is why we
Yeah,
need a
we will watch the
Patreon, and we can
uncensored,
bring you guys in,
yeah,
and like
we
we can
do.
do some naughty
Yeah.
stuff.
you can come to the after show chat, which is sometimes juicier than the show chat. Right?
After hours.
I don't know.
Never.
Look, I guess if you're
Out.
packing that much lunch, it doesn't matter if it falls out. You're like, whatever,
Yeah.
let it
I
hang
think
free.
he
But
wanted it to. I'm not even lying. Because I've
I-
seen that shit
He's
happen
probably
once
struggled to
before.
contain that thing his whole
Oh.
life.
Forget it. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
he needs bigger shorts, says Joe. Or shorter shorts, depending on, you know.
No, bigger, definitely.
Someone get him a wind tunnel. I need to know how this affects the aerodynamics, says Dogsy.
He
Taking
definitely
out the
slowed
golf
down.
course, hey? So he went before he
It was
teed
like
off.
a
Imagine-
windmill. It
I'd
was
imagine
like
there's a lot of
literal
drag.
windmill.
You know,
Like,
a lot of
yeah.
drag.
Like a literal windmill, and then the ball sack is just like bouncing behind
Oh
it.
no!
It's all day.
I guess
It's just all
there's
day.
something to. Luke is of an age, so if I say the name Matt Shervington,
Yeah. Yeah.
we have a very famous Australian runner who's now a TV presenter who used to just let it swing
Ball out.
free in his little.
And he's
in
got
his,
really
no, he used to
pretty
run in.
eyes, Christina.
He used to
Like,
run
you'd
in
be
one of
like,
the the wrestling, like the
Yep.
jumpsuity kind of thing.
Okay,
so
yeah.
that was flapping around. So
Mm.
yeah, look, I guess
It'd
it's
be
try
like,
before.
eyes were
It's
cocked,
like
eyes
window
were
shopping, right? Window shopping.
It
We
has
like it.
happened before. I actually have seen a video a couple months back where the guy's balls just fell out of the short.
just the balls.
Like,
Yeah, it tends to happen
just the
in-
ball.
Tends to happen in football a bit
So
here
weird.
too. A lot of
It's
football
like a
balls and
common-
asses.
It's a common thing. I don't fucking
I'm
know.
looking it up. This old bird doesn't get much excitement, says Joe.
Follow
Well,
me on
we're
Make a
Instagram.
night of
I'll
it, Joe.
send it to you.
Make a night of it, dull.
We're glad that you have
Follow me
yeah.
on Instagram. I'll send it to you.
Follow Christina. What is your Instagram, Christina? We should
My
get
friend,
those.
it's just, I think it's just Christina Trap.
Katrina A.
And
Johnson.
then like 11:02.
We'll have to get all those back up again. We used to have everyone's Instas and
We
everything.
did, and
Remember?
all these silly
That was
updates.
cute.
of
I think they're all
confused
gone
things.
because you can tell who's actually been like running things when you look back at some
Like
of
that.
the crawls, like this one.
Aw.
And
I can't believe
it does
it's
Jojo
almost
prefer.
3 years.
What about these one? What about this one?
Ellen drove a nation.
Or
I don't
maybe
remember
this
that.
one?
pissing and shitting on the table. That was Christina.
Or
I remember.
even this one.
Subscribe to Vera's OnlyFans.
Yes.
Maybe this one.
If you want to see Vera get steamy, green pie cake.
Like,
Or maybe the very last. Wait, no, one more, two more.
oh,
This is
so
definitely
many.
Luke.
Like,
But I still think this
What's
one.
wrong with me?
I still think this one is a timely message. Hashtag no ribbies for COVID.
You know, ribbies for COVID. That shit was in
Look,
the
that's
shit
how long
in the
ago-
septic
that was
tanks.
5 years ago, we
could
hashtag no
catch-
ribbies for COVID.
You could catch COVID from ass to mouth.
Fuck.
You could.
Who knew?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't usually. Sometimes that doesn't work
Dogsy,
though. I've
we
seen.
don't want
we've seen
we don't
some-
want regulations. No, babe.
We want free range meat. That's what we want.
Oh, well, now there's going to be regulations because of this fucking guy and his.
Where
Dom
all the
just
balls
bouncing
and
around.
buns.
All the balls and buttons and all the good stuff. I would like to take a second to thank everyone who is now subscribed to the YouTube. We are rapidly approaching 700. That's gone really quickly from 600 to 700. If you aren't on our YouTube, please jump over there at Uncensored Radio. We have every video of the show that we have done since it has gone to video
wait.
there.
Put that link back up. I need Christina to read it out sexy.
Subscribe to us. YouTube.com/uncensored radio.
Oh,
Beautiful.
very good.
that good?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, almost
And-
as good as Vera's phone sex voice.
I've also got to thank everyone who is listening to us. I know that sometimes the audio quality isn't great, but there are people that have been listening. We
We're
are
trying.
on Spotify, Spreaker, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, pretty much anywhere that you can find a podcast, you can find us. And the people that have been listening, you have been generating us some money. So it keeps the wheels turning. We are earning money.
Haven't
So
seen a
the more you
damn
listen,
dime.
what we would love for you to do, if you could, is go to the YouTube, go to Spotify, go to whatever, give us some reviews, leave some comments.
And
Share
if we
some
get
love.
enough listeners that we get the budget for it, we're going to do a whole surgery special where, like, I'm going to get a nose job and a facelift.
Ooh, I'm going to
Steve's
come
gonna
and
do
talk.
it. Yeah, Christina's going to do a tummy tuck. Vera's going to go up to like
Sexy
triple
voice.
M.
I'm sorry,
tits.
was that not sexy?
Joe
Kate's
says
gonna have
sexy
her
voice.
hymen
No, she likes
restored.
it.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
I thought it
Yeah.
said with a sexy voice.
No.
Sorry.
And Doctor said, I would also take a moment of
Oh,
appreciation
it's-
for whatever product Luke has in it. I think it's meant to be appreciation.
Well,
Luke had his hair
Dogsy.
because it hasn't moved all night. There we go.
Dogsy, I actually literally came from the salon before the show. So they put some, like, you know, that glue in my hair.
The same glue that guy
Ah.
had his dick running around that track. Just
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, in case you were wondering where he was, Jeffrey Emmett is dying. He is
Stay tuned for
alive,
the next episode.
he's
We're going to
dying.
see what's happening to her.
Yeah,
She's going
we
to be
will
getting held at
hopefully she'll be
gunpoint. It
back,
happens in that
and we can
family.
hear about Jeffrey's adventures. So, till then, thank you for joining us on Uncensored Radio. Thank you for everyone who joined us for our Clueless review. It was a lot of fun.
episode with no
Go back and
mom
watch it.
tonight.
Oh,
And
yeah, Mama's
thank
going
you
to get
to
litty
Anne
like a
Heche
titty.
for hitting them all.
And thank you, everyone. Stay gay, stay proud, and just keep causing a ruckus, baby.
Howdy,
We'll see you
partners.
next week. Bye.